welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing another meal plan for maximum weight loss. This meal plan today has some of my favorite meals that I personally ate all the time when I was on my 70-pound weight loss journey, and I think you guys will really enjoy them too. For anyone new here, these meal plans focus on calorie density, so we are focusing on foods that are less than 750 calories per pound. Now that includes all vegetables, fruits, potatoes, rice, beans, and a little bit of tofu and avocado as well. Now I know I just posted one of these and I said that I was gonna post my kitchen tour next, but we had some issues. Our countertops got damaged in transport, so they're being installed soon. And I'm gonna vlog that for you guys and show you guys like a full kitchen tour. I'm also kind of playing around the days that I post these videos because I do want to post these meal plans every single week for you guys. I think it might be better if I post them on like Thursday, Friday instead of Sunday, because I know that everyone is meal prepping on Sunday, so you're probably, you know, you want to get meal ideas for the weekend so that you can shop and prep on Sunday. So I think doing them on Thursday and Friday will work out better. I also want to announce that we are having 40% off all of my ebooks this weekend. We have not had a sale in forever, and that's just because we were so busy with the house build and stuff, but now we finally have time. It does take a lot of time and effort just because like there's so many emails and people that need help and stuff. So all of our ebooks will be 40% off this weekend. You can get my best-selling weight loss guide and meal plan, Lean and Clean, and it is down from $29 to $17 this weekend. I also have my Let's Get Saucy book, which has over 55 vegan sauce recipes. That is only $7 this weekend if you need some delicious sauces to top your burrito bowls or noodles or pastas or potatoes or whatever. There's all kinds of sauces in there. My epic vegan pressure cooking book or Instant Pot book is $10, and that has all of our favorite Instant Pot recipes, so like bean chilies and soups and stews, all that kind of stuff. That is also great for weight loss. All the recipe books are whole foods, plant-based, oil-free, all, you know, low calorie density, all the things that I stand for, obviously. Then of course there's the first ebook I ever made, Real Food, Real Simple, and that's like your burgers, your fries, your burritos, pastas, pizzas, all the delicious like junkier foods but made in a healthy way. That book is $11 this weekend. If you want to get the bundle of them all, you want them all. We also have a bundle that is on sale from $64 to $38 this weekend, and that includes all of the books that I just mentioned. So I will leave that link down below for you guys and you can check it out. Everything will be on sale until the end of Monday, so check it out if you have always wanted to get my books. This is a great time to buy them, obviously because they're on sale. So without further ado, let's just jump into the meal plan. For breakfast today, we're going to be making a banana raspberry smoothie. This is one of my favorite smoothies in the world. So the ingredients we're going to need for this are 2 frozen bananas. So we'll just throw those into here. If you don't have a high-speed blender, you can chop them up quite a bit more and it will just help them blend. I have a bag of organic raspberries. I'm going to put this whole bag in here. We're gonna add in a big handful of spinach, and then we have a cup of soy milk. This just makes the smoothie super creamy and delicious. And then we're also going to add in a cup of water as well. I also like to add a couple drops of vanilla stevia. I usually do like half a dropper full. It just helps to make it a lot sweeter. All right, let's blend this up. And then we have our delicious smoothie. That is basically it. I'm spilling this everywhere. Another thing I really like to do with this smoothie is I'll freeze it and I'll make it into like a raspberry sorbet. It's a really delicious treat after like dinner, or if you even need like a little pick-me-up during the day. This is just one of my favorite combos ever. Today for lunch, we're gonna be making steamed potatoes with broccoli and some zucchini. So all we're gonna do is just chop these potatoes up. It just helps them to steam a bit faster. I did wash these this morning, so don't worry about that. You can also peel them if you really want to, but I like the texture of the skin. It just gives you a little bit more nutrients and fiber. And then I'm just gonna do this in my Instant Pot because my other pans are taken already. So you just wanna add a little bit of water to the bottom of your pot or your Instant Pot. Put a kind of steamer tray in there, and then we're just gonna put our potatoes in here and put it on the saute function and just let it saute with the cover on until it is done. So once the potatoes are almost done, I'm gonna add in the rest of this frozen broccoli that I have, and then I'm also gonna chop up this zucchini and throw that in there as well. So usually it takes about 2 minutes or 3 minutes for this stuff to steam. So once the potatoes are pretty much almost done, I'll let them steam for 10 minutes and then throw this in. We're just gonna throw them in. But just remember, like, the smaller that you chop things, the faster that it will cook. So I'm just gonna cut these into fourths. And then we can just set this aside for when our potatoes are almost done. Okay, so now this has been steaming for a bit. You just want the potatoes to be like fork tender. So we're just gonna add in the rest of our veggies and then just let this cook for another 4 or 5 minutes or so. All right, so everything is done. Again, you just want the vegetables to be like fork tender like that. And then all we're gonna do is top this with some cheese sauce. So this recipe, I will link it below for you guys. I actually put a 1/4 cup of cashews in here, and you'll see on the website that where the substitutions and stuff are. I used all the substitutions, so I used the jalapenos and the cashews. And like I said in my last video, if you guys didn't see, this is less than 450 calories per pound, so it's still within the calorie density range. And I'll link my video also below where I talk about how to calculate calories per pound. It's in one of my vlogs. So I'll just link that below with the timestamp for you guys. And then I'm also just gonna add a little bit of hot sauce onto here. So I know in my last meal plan video I said that fruit is the best snack, and it is. If you can eat just fresh fruit, you are good to go. It is, you know, in its own package, full of vitamins, minerals, fiber, water. It is less than 300 calories per pound no matter what fruit you eat, unless it's like dried fruit, which you want to stay away from because that's about 12 to 1500 calories per pound. But today I'm going to show you how to make a really delicious chocolate sauce. So we're just going to chop up this apple quick. You can use this on like strawberries or berries or even bananas. It's really good. But I just have this apple, so we're just gonna chop this baby up. And then to make this chocolate sauce, we're gonna use a tiny bit of maple syrup. Now maple syrup is over 750 calories per pound, but we're only using a tablespoon of it. And I feel like if it's just a small amount of something, like if I use a little bit of spray oil or a sauce has a little bit of oil in it, I don't really worry about it too much because the bulk of my food is fruits, vegetables, beans, rice, potatoes, foods that are filling and nutritious. And if I need a little bit of a dip or something, like a spray of cooking oil to actually cook something, I don't get too stressed out about it. So like I said, we have a tablespoon of maple syrup. We're gonna add a tablespoon of cocoa powder. We're just gonna whisk this together. Now this is like one of those things that you have to stir forever to get it really to incorporate. So just be patient with this one. All right, so once you get the maple syrup and the cocoa powder all mixed together, we're literally just gonna add like a splash of soy milk. And this just helps to make it like nice and creamy. So you can kind of mix this up. You could add vanilla to this. If you wanted it to be more of like a peanut butter chocolate dip, you could add a little bit of powdered peanut butter in here. I like it kind of thin, but this will make it a bit thicker if you want like a thicker sauce. To thin it out or to make it thicker, you'll just add more or less soy milk, or you can just add more cocoa powder. You could also make this in bulk and basically just have like a chocolate dip on hand for fruit. But this is just a really delicious little chocolate fruit dip. Tonight for dinner, we are going to make a rice noodle bowl with tofu and veggies. The first thing I'm gonna do is add some rice noodles into a bowl and put hot water over it. So I use this brand. I just get this from the local international store. But if you can't find this, you could use any kind of rice noodles that you can find. It could be brown rice noodles, or even you could use buckwheat noodles, or even just spaghetti noodles if you really want. 2 of these in here. And these are small. They're only about 200 calories each, so I'm gonna make a lot. All right, so we'll just pour water over this and then set it aside. But depending on what kind of noodles you use, you'll want to just follow the directions on the package. These are really thin vermicelli noodles, so they just need hot water to cook. So for your veggies, you can really use whatever kind you want. I usually will add a bunch of chopped up veggies into a bag like this over the week, because if I have like a quarter of an onion left, or half of a zucchini, or just some celery or something, I'll just chop it up and add it to a bag, and then I can easily make this dish or any other veggie dish. So in here I had celery, onion, yellow squash, carrots, and that's it. And then I also have some bok choy from the store, so I'm just gonna add this in there as well. And I have some of these snow peas. So I'm just gonna make a quick sauce to soak this in, and I'm just gonna pour it all into the pan. So I'm gonna use a little bit of tamari. You can use coconut aminos if you want, but I usually just use about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'll add in a little bit of crushed red pepper just because I like everything super spicy, but you can skip this. I'm also gonna add in about a tablespoon of maple syrup just for a little bit of sweetness. Some garlic powder. And then about a half a teaspoon of ginger, ground ginger. So we can just mix this up, and then we'll just cover this and let it cook until the veggies start to get nice and tender. Alright, so my veggies have been cooking for about 5 or so minutes. I'm not going to take the lid off because it's just going to steam up the camera. But I'm going to add in my rice noodles. So I just drain these in a colander. And then I'm also going to add in half a block of cubed tofu. And then I'm just going to cover it back up, let it cook until the rice noodles and the tofu have absorbed some of the flavor. So I'm just going to add a little bit more soy sauce to this. And then for the last minute or so, I'm just gonna add in a couple handfuls of spinach. So to the top, I'm just gonna add a little bit of sesame seeds for flavor. And then I'm also gonna add in some spicy kimchi, because if you guys haven't noticed yet, I love kimchi and I love everything super spicy. And that's it. This is one of my favorite dinners because, like I said, you can just keep extra veggies during the week and throw them in a bag, and then have noodles on hand, have some pressed tofu on hand, and it's just super easy to whip up a sauce for this. You can also even just use like a store-bought teriyaki sauce or something like that, but definitely try this one out. So that is it for the video. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Like always, all the recipes, ingredients, and links will be down in the description box for anything that I linked as well. If there are any foods or recipes that you want me to recreate in a healthy way, leave your ideas down in the comments, and I will try to incorporate those into future meal plans. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you on the next video.